A subject that we've been debating all day long, not just on Republic Kannada but also on Republic TV, is of the kind of comments, actions that we are seeing around the Ram Mandir inauguration. For example, it's been a controversial week because you've had the Congress party or the Congress government in Karnataka pick up a car sevak after 31 years. Was that required? You can ask that question. And then today you have a very senior leader, someone who's been a parliamentarian for several terms, at least 4 terms, say that another Godhra-like incident is possible ahead of the Ram Mandir inauguration. And with all the kind of politics that we are seeing around January 22nd, the question is the Congress party or some in the Congress party, the India Alliance, are they fear-mongering? Are they trying to create a controversy? What's the real intent when such comments are made? Take a look at the comment and then the debate.
Paranoia continues in the Indy bloc ahead of 2024 elections. Rahul's man spews anti-Hindu venom with a shocking Godhra analogy in Karnataka.
ಇದು ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಉನ್ಮಾದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಕಟ್ಟೆಚ್ಚರಗಳನ್ನು ಸಹ ವಹಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗುಜರಾತಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಸೇವಕರ ದಹನ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು ಗೋಧ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಹಿತಕರವಾದ ಘಟನೆ ನಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಬಂದೋಬಸ್ತನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಗೋಧ್ರಾನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಕೆಲವು ಸಂಘಟನೆಗಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖರು ಕೆಲವು ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಚೋದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಬಹಿರಂಗವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಚೋದನಕಾರಿಯಾದ ಕೆಲಸಗಳಿಗೆ ಕುಮ್ಮಕ್ಕು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ 3 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ. ನೀವೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯ ಪದಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತ ಕರೆದಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ನಾನು ಕೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Next, it is Karnataka Chief Minister's son who goes on an unchecked anti-Hindu rant.
ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹಿಂದೂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾದ ಅಪಾಯ ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನೆರೆ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳನ್ನೇ ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಫ್ಘಾನಿಸ್ತಾನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇರಾನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಧರ್ಮದ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರನ ಅವರು ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ, ಧರ್ಮದ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ನಡೆಸೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸರ್ವಾಧಿಕಾರಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಡಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ದೇಶ ವಿನಾಶ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಹೋಯಿತು. ಮತ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿನ ಜನರು ತಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಜಾತ್ಯತೀತ ತತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಅಪಾಯ ಈಗಿನ ಆಡಳಿತ ಪಕ್ಷದವರಾದಂತಹ BJPಯಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷದ ಮಾತೃ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಾದಂತಹ RSS ಅವರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೂ ಉಂಟಾಗಿದೆ. ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇಶನ ಹಿಂದೂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೊರಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಕೂಡ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ, ಅಫ್ಘಾನಿಸ್ತಾನಗಳಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಪಕ್ಷ ಧರ್ಮದ ಹೆಸರಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹುಷಾರಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು.
It is evident that the Indy bloc is terrified and just looking for a way to gain some brownie points.
Something has happened long back and everything has been settled. Even the court has given its verdict and everything has. Now just he want to create confusion in the minds of the people who are going to Ayodhya, saying that something may happen in the train. Again one more Godhra incident may happen, thereby creating a fear psychosis in the mind of the people across the country. It is quite unfair. It is a very dangerous statement and intolerable one.
As Indy bloc continues fear-mongering, the scales seem to be tipping in BJP's favor. Let's debate.
You got the call? All right, joining us on the debate this evening, Surabhi Hodigere, political analyst. She's live from Bengaluru. Yuvraj Pokarna, who's a political analyst, will be joining us live. Rohan Soben Mitra, political analyst, joining us live from Kolkata, leans towards the Congress party. And Tanvi Purti is also a political analyst, once again leans towards the Congress party. I can see Yuvraj on screen, I can see Tanvi. We'll just get Rohan as well on the screen. All right, Tanvi, there is a leader, and he's not a small leader. He's a senior leader. He's very close to the Vadra Gandhi family, right? Hariprasad. He's been a parliamentarian. And when he says another Godhra is going to happen, I have proof. He says, I have proof, I have details. Now, what is stopping such a leader from sharing this proof, this evidence, this credible, piece of information that he's picked up from God knows where with the agencies, for example, right?
Very good evening, Niranjan. And I completely concede to the point that these statements are extremely irresponsible and he should not have made it. However, there are two issues involved as to what is happening in Karnataka. With respect to the arrest and the entire politicization over an arrest, I think that's taking an issue too far. You know, I was on 5 months maternity break and I did not realize that over this time, BJP has replaced the constitutional courts of the country. 150 old cases are being tried, out of which 36 arrests have been made in the state of Karnataka. The person in question is accused of writing, which is a very serious offense. And last I checked in our penal codes, where the writing is defined, there is no exception for car sevaks. So I think we should allow law to take its own course.
No, and you said you were on a 5 month, you said you were on a break, you were on a month break, Tanvi. But what you should also have read up on is the fact that this is a 31-year-old case. 31-year-old case. So after 31 years, and by the way, just to brush up your memory about who was in government in the last 31 years, the Congress party was ruling here in Karnataka in the 90s. They were in government in 1999. They ruled in 2004. They ruled in 2018 and before that in 2013. And you see, they're in government now as well. So it took them 31 years, is it? Just a few days before Ram Mandir inauguration to realize that there is a certain 75-year-old auto driver and pick him up. Tanvi?
Niranjan, you know, the person in question over here did not answer to the summons of the court, and that is why he's been he was declared absconding, and that is why he's been arrested in the case. However, these are technical grounds which can be easily challenged in a court of law. Why are we not allowing court?
He was not absconding; he was driving his auto.
Why are we not allowing? Ironically, isn't this what BJP? Ironically, isn't this what BJP says when CBI and ED raid opposition leaders?
No, what are you saying? He was not absconding. First of all, he was not absconding. I think you got your facts wrong. He was at home. He was very much, present and alive and kicking and walking the streets of, his district and his town and village for the last 31 years. He didn't go anywhere. Right. Now, that's not the point. Point is, we are talking about this Godhra warning. Godhra warning. When a Godhra-like warning is made, Surabhi, is he trying to say that, because when Godhra happened, one of the investigations said that it was a 2,000-strong mob, mostly a Muslim mob, that targeted Sabarmati Express. That's one part of the investigation. That's the allegation.
Yeah.
Right? What is he trying to say?
No, absolutely something that should be concerning to everybody, that a senior leader in the Congress has made such a startling statement saying that Godhras may repeat. And he said that very specifically, that he has the proof. He has proof in hand. So there are multiple questions that arise over here. One is that why is it that this person who is right now, a council leader, why is he getting this intelligence? If, who is he connected to, who is he not? Second, what is the need to come in front of the media and do this fear-mongering? Who is behind this fear-mongering? I'll come to that as well. And the third question, why did he have to, it is the Karnataka government is under Congress at this point. Did he not have close friends in the party in the government who he could convey this information to? Forget that, he could have gone to the NIA. There is an open tip-off cell. So I don't understand how a Congress leader of such stature and from such experience can do this. The answer, Tanvi, and may I please come to this, the reason why this has become an issue, the reason why the BJP has been screaming on top of their heads that there is some amount of Hindu hatred is because on the same sort of few days, the Congress in Karnataka, particularly Siddaramaiah, who is known in Karnataka for his very, not atheist, but anti-theist views, refused to go into a temple. His son has said very startling statements that the Ram Mandir equates to
Hindu Rashtra.
Hindu Rashtra in India, which he's equated finally to Islamic nations and state Pakistan, Afghanistan. Third, that there has been this entire, kind of, why is the Ram Mandir being built? Why is there this hula-hoo being made about it? Siddaramaiah has made multiple statements. And mind you, this is a party whose ex-minister, Mr. Anjaneya, here in Karnataka, had called Siddaramaiah itself as Lord Rama and said that Siddaramaiah is a Ram. Why do we need a Ram Mandir? So there, sort of, this dissonance is in this, dissonance against a revered deity here in India, in Bharat. Where the entire country is under celebration, Siddaramaiah and gang in Karnataka, the Congress government in Karnataka, is going on a different tangent. And going after, you spoke about, the BK Hariprasad has to do some due diligence before giving out such statements. He is saying very clearly with intelligence and with fact, I have proof that something is going to happen in Karnataka, a Godhra-like incident. What does that mean? Is there any sort of weightage to his words, or is he, this is a matter of security of people?
Yeah. Let me see if Rohan is through. Rohan, can you hear me? Checking if Rohan is through, or I can take that question to Yuvraj as well. Yuvraj, now see, yes. If you don't want to attend the Ram Mandir inauguration, it's okay. It's fine. But to arrest car sevaks and now say that Godhra is possible, right? What do you think is the intent? Is there an intent?
Yeah, am I through? Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you for having me with this.
I can hear you, Yuvraj. Go ahead.
For having me. First of all, I'm not taken aback by the official stance of the Congress party or leaders. I'm not sure why are we even having debate in the first place. This is the DNA of the party that was spearheaded by once Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, who said that an accidental Hindu, who in the capacity of being the Prime Minister, the President of India, Rajendra Babu, attended the ceremony of Somnath Temple. This is the party who brought in the emergency. This is the party who brought the minority ministry and the minority commission. Why are we this debate? This is the party that brought in the communal violence bill. This is the party that has been Hindu and Muslim appeasement has been the sign for none of the party. You dig up the history, you exhume each and every bill, you take every stand. Once one leader called Sanatan Dharma Denki, another calls it virus. Mr. Khadge, Junior Khadge tells that Sanatan Dharma should be eradicated. It has been the sign for non. I'm not at all taken aback. This is the stand of the Congress, and this is Congress for you. Why are you having this debate? Why are we having this debate? And I'm completely in with Miss Tanya. Completely right.
Tanvi. Her name is Tanvi.
I'm so sorry. Tanvi is completely right. Because Congress has been a party which indulges in politics of badla, not badlav. When we are speaking of Karnataka, I remember the BJP brought in the anti-conversion law. The BJP brought in Savarkar and Dr. Hediwar in the syllabus curriculum. And what did the Congress do? As and when the Congress came into power, within 7 working days, it changes which were brought in by BJP. So Congress has very slyly indulged in the politics of badla. And vendetta politics is the DNA of Congress. You just take and watch. Yeah, that's my limited submission for now.
Now, I want to ask Tanvi. Tanvi, see, now, Tanvi, this gentleman, this leader is a very senior Congress leader, by the way. He also says, like how Pulwama happened, similarly Godhra will happen. Is he trying to say that that Pulwama was carried out by a party or by a country? Is he trying to say Pulwama was a political event? And similarly, Godhra will be also a conspiracy, right? He's also, therefore, giving a clean sheet to Pakistan, which targeted India and our forces.
Niranjan, when you started this debate, I conceded to your fact that the statement made by the Congress leader is extremely irresponsible, and I completely condemn it in a single note, and I have said it and say it again. However, linking it to the arrest and an accused becoming politicizing the issue of a mere arrest, out of which total 36 arrests have been made. Why don't you stand for other accused as well if you're so sure about them? I'm sorry, but I'm here, questioning that how the entire issue is being politicized just to target the opposition. Mr. Siddaramaiah recently said that Ram Temple, we welcome the inauguration of the Ram Temple. We completely welcome putting rest to all these statements made by other leaders.
No.
And secondly,
Tanvi, what he's saying in the front versus what's happening in the on the outside is that Siddaramaiah made these statements out of concessionary because he's been under fire. And the second thing about this person, the Hubli arrest that you're talking about, he has been arrested on the charge after so many years. What were the police doing all these years? Why did they suddenly wake up? Don't say he was absconding. Everybody in Karnataka knows he was not. He was right there. He was literally Hubli Dharwad. He's been around. Yes, of course, anybody who has not faced the law should be booked, arrested. There has to be proper investigation. This is the same government. This is the same government, Karnataka government.
Running a media trial? Why is BJP coming out?
Media trial? I'm not running a media trial. Definitely there needs to be investigation, but tell me what happened. Is this a failure of my police force?
Are you proud?
Is this a failure of Karnataka police?
That happened after the
I would like to ask you, is the Congress party going to take similar disciplinary action against BK Hariprasad, since they're so into law and order? Are they going to take disciplinary action against Mr. BK Hariprasad? Given the statement he made. And mind you, Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, has come out and said that these are just hearsays. Don't spread such hearsays.
Yeah.
This is such a sensitive time.
Yeah.
The entire country is in a mood of celebration and hope.
Yeah, you can get, but can I just bring in Rohan, because poor guy has just joined us now. Rohan, it's 48. I have very little time. I want to take at least a comment from Rohan. Rohan, it appears that the Congress party is extremely uncomfortable with the Ram Mandir inauguration. I mean, I understand that, because you look at the history, 2007, they filed an affidavit saying that Ram is a fictional character. Ramayana, everything in the Ramayana was fictional, right? And, this was in the Ram Setu case. You'll remember that. Kapil Sibal was in the Congress party when in 2018 he tried to block the verdict, saying that Ram Mandir verdict should not come out before 2019. You look at history, in 1991, it was Narasimha Rao, and under his government, when they tried to say that, the Places of Worship Act and the status quo of any place of worship cannot be changed, it should remain like it was in 1947. And today, when you look at the arrest of a car sevak, invoking Godhra, and then saying that we are becoming a Hindu Rashtra suddenly ahead of Ram Mandir inauguration, there is a sense of unease in the Congress party.
Niranjan, quickly, I just wanted to first and foremost say that, sorry, I couldn't join your debate earlier. My quick points here is that the Congress party has accepted the Supreme Court verdict, which clearly said that the Ram Mandir should come where it's supposed to come. And as far as I know, the sources are saying that Sonia Gandhi ji is going to be there. So now, if you're going to pick on Mr. BK Hariprasad's statement, he has said it in a very personal perspective. He's gone on record and said that this is my personal comment. Okay. In 2002, when the Godhra riots happened, there was, as the BJP very fondly says, a double-engine sarkar, where in the center there was a BJP government, and in the state of Gujarat there was a BJP government as well. It was a very unfortunate tragedy, and we've seen that a lot of people have been sentenced to penalized and sentenced by the honorable courts, including
which Mr. BK Prasad is saying that you can interpret, which I interpreted it, and what I understand from his comment is that he's talking about the security of the visitors who are visiting Ayodhya on the day of the 22nd. Even our Prime Minister has gone on record and said that...
No, but on what basis? Rohan, my question was on what basis? How can you make such a comment? See, he's trying to infer, he's trying to say that the car sevaks or Ram Bhakts will be killed, in a train or an incident like that. He's trying to say they will be killed, there will be riots. On what basis is he saying that? That's my question. And he's not a small leader, Rohan. Even you know that he's not a small leader. He's been a parliamentarian several times, right?
Yeah, let me answer.
You can't just dismiss such comments.
Yeah.
You cannot.
So in December, the first week of December, we saw the parliament, which is supposed to be guarded institution place in India. it was trespassed by people now who have been charged as terrorists and whose bail has been rejected by the Delhi High Court. These are people who had access and they got of the parliament because of a Karnataka MP Pratap Simha. Where is the accountability of that till date? So if the parliament can be breached with canisters...
No, you're right in saying there was a parliamentary security breach. You're right in saying there was a security breach. Yes, there was. But you look at the background of these people, it was clearly planned. I don't know whether you've seen the background of it. It was planned. I don't know how you're raking up parliament security breach and then talking about Godhra in the same breath. It doesn't make sense.
Given that there's so many attacks happening against the country internally,
I'm talking about that the security issues for any given point of view should be taken care of. And as an opposition, the opposition has every right to put pressure on the centre and the state government to make sure they maximize their security issues.
Hang on.
This is my interpretation.
Mr. B.K. Hariprasad's statement is hearsay, is what you are declaring without thorough investigation, without any sort of
absolutely
weight to the
not.
fact
How
that this person
these
was
words? How are you
made
interpreting
these
that as
allegations.
hearsay? Did I say hearsay? If I know the word hearsay means, so if I was going to say hearsay, I'm going to say
but you
hearsay
just said
clearly.
he said it. He just said it has been said not by you, it has been said by Sidramaiah. He has said it's hearsay.
The statement of the CM is that it's a hearsay, but he also says in the same breath that, the country cannot become a Hindu Rashtra. There's an attempt to create India or to turn India into a Hindu Rashtra. I mean, why so uncomfortable? Yuvraj, why do you think such statements are coming in? Why do you think such actions are being taken? You've had an arrest. You've had this comment come in, Yuvraj.
I'm sorry, I'm being very retrospective, but I remember banning Bajrang Dal was one of the major planks of Congress. From that, I'm sure you must have covered. And going further retrospectively, Congress thought that the Babri Masjid incident took place under the stewardship of P.V. Narasimha Rao, and as they say, that is the history. Sir Narasimha Rao was very cited by the party. Even, his body was not to be taken at the party headquarters. So this is the DNA of Congress. And yes, I am Congress once again. I'm sorry, but this is Congress. I remember once a leader, Lavanya Balal, B. Jain, she tweeted, India has a Gaumutra. She was mocking the efforts made by the Indian scientists regarding the COVID vaccine. And yes, from Malyana to Hashimpura to Godhra, with regards to each and every riot, who was at the helm of affairs at the center? It was Congress. Who was at the helm of affairs when emergency took place? It was Congress. Who was at the center when 1984 Sikh riots took place? It was Congress. So, Congress people preaching us on riots.
Let me ask. Yuvraj, let me ask a question to Tanvi. Tanvi, do you feel? Yeah, there are two very senior leaders. There's a chief minister and the chief minister's son, and this seems to be the new narrative that India will become Hindu Rashtra. India will become Hindu Rashtra. Why? You build a Ram Mandir, you inaugurate a Ram Mandir, you become a Hindu Rashtra. Who says that? What logic is that?
Making a cocktail of absurd statements made by different ministers will not help BJP right now, in polarizing this issue. Everybody here is welcoming the Ram Mandir inauguration.
Weird cocktail.
This is the sorry state of Congress.
He's a chief minister. How are you calling it a weird cocktail?
There are random
He's a chief minister. As a chief minister's son.
I can go on and go on about calling out minorities and speaking.
Next, you will call Rahul Gandhi's statement also a weird statement, a stray statement.
So that means it's very clear that BJP is anti-minority.
A weird and a stray statement. Okay, last word.
Why do have double standards that way?
The entire country is in celebration mood, whereas the Congress party, which had at one point in time said that Ramayana in itself was not even real, had gone and filed an affidavit against the Ram Setu itself, is suddenly being pushed to say that, oh yes, we are also going to be happy about this mandir being constructed. So the entire country is in a mode of celebration, and this is something unbearable for Congress.
Yeah, I think these comments must stop. These actions must stop. If the Congress wants to be totally in sync with the rest of the country, it should celebrate and join the celebrations on the 22nd of January. Rohan, running out of time, we'll speak again. Rohan, Tanvi, Yuvraj and Surbhi, thank you for joining us on the Trending Burning Question.